Hello guys, welcome back to another video today with ARC Exotics, and today we're going to be doing a deep clean of Rolo's vivarium. We've got a few things, so basically we're just doing a basic rundown of a deep clean you should do every 3 months. We do ours every 2 because it just seems to get extremely messy, and it also runs better with our schedule of what other animals we've got to do as well. So we do ours every 2, the deep clean, but you should always do your spot cleans on a regular basis. So we're going to get into that, and I hope you enjoy the video. Also, one last thing before we start, I've been told to smile more in my videos by someone because I'm just like, hello, today we're going to be, there's no like image there or nothing, so I want to try and be a bit more smiley in this video, but it does sound weird because I'm filming it in a room by myself. So when I'm smiley and sort of laughing to myself, I've not quite got over the thought of doing that yet. But yeah, I'm going to try and be a bit more smiley today, so hopefully that'll cheer you guys up. That wasn't the last thing. There is one more thing before we start the video, and I mean there will be one more thing, that's it, and then we'll get into it. But also, over on Instagram I've done a giveaway, a 24-hour special one. We had a 1 in 20 chance of winning. That is going to be revealed and picked at the end of this video, so keep watching and find out if you have won. So I thought today's the day I'm going to clean them out, and I sort of already started doing it and realised, oh wait, I'm doing YouTube videos now, so maybe I should film this. So I started a little bit, but not much. As you can see here, all the poo on the log, all the rapashi on the glass and the water stain, which was a nightmare to get off as well. Like I say, all down the log, in the creases of the log where you can't just spot clean, like on the leaves, places like that, the vine. As you can see there, his log is covered, and yeah. And before anyone says, no, I do not have little girl hands, they are not my hands, they are someone else's hands, because I know you guys think like that. There's 2 of us doing this, so yeah, we're just showing you what we're using, a little Stanley blade to get the leaves off the sticky pads. It's so much easier to do that. Just poke it underneath and it will soon come off. Use a scar as well, which obviously just a household item you should have. Just scrub things like that, which just get completely dirty. Give them a proper wash. Little jug of hot water or a little bucket of hot water that we've got there, just go over everything. We've got the logs here, give them a little soak, and then once you've soaked the logs, obviously the plants as well, the plastic ones, they're all plastic in here, even though there is a few isopods. This was a nightmare to get out. It's quite a long tangly one, but plants are something you can't spot clean because they're just too small to get every little bit off them. And as you can see here, you can actually realise how dirty it is now the tank is getting more empty. So obviously we've got him out now, and there he is just chilling. So basically once we've got him out, we're just going to try and hurry it up because we don't want to have him out for too long. It's not the end of the world, but obviously we don't want him out for too long. But he's looking good, he's gained a lot of weight, still doesn't eat live food, and still doesn't eat the rapashi single-handedly. You always have to hand feed him, but that's the pros of having a rescue. Again, the logs, you just got to make sure if you have isopods they don't drown in there. Try and get them all off. Now both sides are absolutely clear on here, and you can see how dirty they are, and this vine was especially dirty. Also, do not forget the mesh. The mesh is quite important because as you can see here, it's quite dusty. I know dust isn't important as in cleanliness, but it is. Even though it's on the top of your vivarium, it still doesn't matter. So you want to give that a good clean, give it a scrub, and make sure you dry it out because that is metal as well. And all of that mess is made from this little guy here, just chilling, doing his own thing. Now we've got the vine. The vine is hard to clean, especially if you've tangled it up like I have. So it might be better to untangle it, clean it, and then retangle it again. And obviously the main big log is what we've done here. All the poo going down it, as you can see. Don't just poo in one spot, he'll poo and it'll run all down the log. So that is not the best, but never mind. He doesn't care, look. So we'll just clean up after him. Give everything a detailed scrub, like I say, and then this is the tank bare. So all of the decoration in the tank are quite straightforward. It's just a general take it out and clean it and scrub it. Now we're focused on the actual glass and the substrate of the tank. As you can see here, there's isopod food that they've not ate, obviously because the gecko eats the isopods from time to time, so maybe I put too many in there. They didn't reproduce as quick as I thought, so that food started to go mouldy. There's somehow rapashi up there, considering his rapashi's on the complete other side over here, so I don't know how that got up there. Obviously the background has got a little bits of like dirt and bits like that. I don't know what that is, but there's just muck everywhere. Like I say, this needs to be done on a regular basis, because you can imagine how it is if you left this for more than 2 months. Most people do it every 3, but I do it every 2. I couldn't imagine another month like this. I think this is bad enough. Obviously the log, if it's a big log like that, just 2 of you do it, 1 of you hold it, and then other one wash it. Just in the crevices, nooks and crannies, get it all out, give it a soak for a little while. And this turtle clean is absolutely amazing. So basically it's an Exoterra product. You mix it with hot water and a little touch of vinegar, and it should help get the glass stain off quite regularly. Obviously now we've got the Arcadia Earth Mix, the forest system one. That is what we're going to be putting as a top layer over again, because we're going to take out some of the old sort of damp, used out substrate. Got some sphagnum moss and some leaf litter. All of that again should create the humidity that the gecko needs to thrive. And as you can see here, it's all quite mouldy. I've moved all of the moss into one side. Hopefully that's where most of the isopods are. And now we're going to focus mainly on the dirt. We're going to clear the dirt out to the side like this, get all of this dirt out and leave the moss in that corner, and come to that next. And then clear through that, put the moss to the other side and clear through the dirt that side. You're going to find a lot of your isopods are in the moss and the leaves, so try and keep them together if you want to save them. And other than that, we've just got the sides of the pane of the glass to do, and the bottom, because that is absolutely filthy. Now when you clean the sides of the glass, you don't want all of the liquid that you're using, like the water and the vinegar and the mix, to go on the isopods. Move it all into the centre like that, and move it away from the front as well, so if it does run down you can just dry it out and it won't go onto the moss. As you can see here, just a scouring pad, it won't scratch it. Big scrub. Once you give it a scrub, kitchen roll, not tissue because it will stick, kitchen roll side to side to just wipe it off. Hopefully it should come up quite clean. Once you've done that, obviously now the sides of the glass here are done. Like I say, this is quite a rushed deep clean sort of video. I weren't expecting to do it, I didn't plan to do it, and there was 2 of us, there was mess everywhere behind the camera, and the gecko was going crazy. So it's quite a rushed video, but you're getting the main gist of what we're trying to achieve here. So now you've got the sphagnum moss. What I'm going to do is put the Arcadia Earth Mix on top of that, so then the moss will create the humidity. Don't forget about the background, whether you've got a 3D one or whatever, make sure you give that a good clean. This is the stuff I love, the Arcadia Earth Mix. So I'm going to put that on top of the moss, because that's where all the isopods are. Sort of bury them over a bit. Give that a spread about. You don't want to use too much. This is not a bioactive tank. It hasn't got live plants, but it has got isopods. As you can see here, got to add a little bit more food to the isopods. Now I'm going to try not to put as many in as I did last time. It doesn't look like a lot, but that is plenty enough for the size of the isopods in here. Now I kind of failed here. I tried to film and add leaf litter at the same time. I added some and thought, oh, that's enough, because I was struggling. Looked at it, spread it out a bit, and I thought there's probably about 5 or 6 leaves in there. So I added some more and thought, I'll just put the whole bag in. It'll make it a lot easier for me filming, and it doesn't harm really. So the whole bag went in there. Well, that was only a half a bag anyway from what we had left. Again, helps the isopods, creates a bit of humidity, bit of sphagnum moss in there, not too much, because obviously there's already some underneath as well. So we just want to layer it over the fresh substrate, get the humidity up straight away. And other than that, that is how you want the top of your tank to look. Now I've skipped the hard, annoying, frustrating part. Everything is back where it should be, cleaned and safe. Remember, when you're putting stuff back, make sure it doesn't slip or slide. I've known, I think, 2 people out of the community to lose their geckos from stuff falling on them or getting trapped. So that is a very, very important part of this video. So take that into account. Everything is back how it should. I'm not going to film a reassembly of it, because that's a nightmare and it's very frustrating. So, like I said, it was quite frustrating putting it all back, but it's not something I need to film. You guys know how your own tank goes, and if you don't... Oh, we've got an escapee. And now I've got him in my hand, so he can go in the frog tank. Anyway, back to the video. Glad we found that. So, like I say, you guys know how your own tank goes. So, me filming it, putting it back had no purpose. Just got to make sure stuff like the bottom part of the log here is rooted in properly, and little things are safe and secure, like the vines and the smaller logs, because if they fall, it will cause a lot of damage or even death to your gecko. So like I say, hopefully it weren't too rushed, but that is everything we needed. The glass is nice and clean, so clean that you can actually see the reflection of my bed and my hand. So yeah, let's get on with the giveaway now. Right guys, now we're going to get on with the giveaway. We're going to try and make it as quick as possible because I'm doing all this on my phone and it only allows me the sort of 10-11 minute mark for videos. No more than that, it just won't work. It's just, I need a laptop. So the giveaway names are, this is just a few of them. Eleanor McDonald, Jessica Swanger, Vanderstrom, RBP Gaiman, Jordan Fish, HPH Python, Oliver Pablo, Morgan Woodrust, Gomez Pythons, Blood Red Riding Hood, Jaden Hurd, Python Panther, Ball and Hand Python. Yeah, that's the majority of them anyway, other than the ones that I can't pronounce. So what we're going to do is just place them into a hat and pick out one. I've done a vote and poll on my Instagram whether we should do 3 prizes, first, second and third, or just a number 1 top prize. All of you guys voted for the number 1 top prize in the end. It was about 50-50, but then it went one direction completely. So we're going to do that. First one we pick out is the winner. So let's go. Right guys, just to make it as legitimate as possible, I've put all the names into a hat. I'll try not to move the mount, but they're all in there. This is the hat. If I just tilt it up a bit, all random. I'm going to just pick one, complete one. Keep looking at you guys. This is the one I've got. And that is, where's the camera? That is the winner. Morgan Woodrust is the winner. And obviously, just so you guys know, this is 100% legit. This is the hat I literally just used. These are all the names in here. We could have anyone. So, for example, Yeetus Delta Stag, Python Panther, Jessica Swanger. So that was 100% legitimate, just so you guys do know, because obviously I had to refilm this. I just picked from the hat, but you could not see it because I picked about here, so I could have had anything in there. So I had to refilm it so it was higher so you can actually see it. But that is the winner. Who was it? I've got so many up here now. Morgan Woodrust was the winner. So either I'll be in contact with you, or if you've seen this video, be in contact with me. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for another video.